Okay, I got the monitor off now, so I don't know what you're looking at. What I wanted to show you, we'll come back to this here. Is this here. I call it my surface plate. Do you see the striations? And I've been stoning this, and I've been stoning this. This is a straight edge or a parallel I got from my father, same place I got this. And this has the same striations in it as the surface plate. Now this has my father's initials, Stephen Francis Zelik. And over here it says 4140 TR dot. Okay? I've been stoning both of these. I cannot get this feeler gauge underneath here in any position, any side. Now you can see the striations there. They're twin to this. Not even up here on the ends. And this is 0.04 millimeters, or 0.0015 thousandths of an inch. I think I showed another video, and I'll try to do this later. It has the striations go all the way through in lines on all sides of this. Okay, here we have the Morse taper number 3 and number 2. Now my tailstock is a number 3. And I recently was doing some drilling with it, and like a 1 1/4 inch drill, and the drill was slipping, and the inside of that taper looks terrible. So here's a set of reamers for MT3. So I'm going to be able to dress up that reamer, that taper in my tailstock. And this is something that I am going to bet that you've never seen before. Put this here. I want to keep these out just for giggles. But like I said, this is something that I'm betting you've never seen before. I would go as far to say some people have never even heard of. And let me see if I can get this monitor back on. There we go, I can see now. Let me show you those striations. Now look at the side. Yeah, that's about as good as it gets. I can sometimes put a little light on that. Well, here, look at the inside of this tape. There we go. Pretty horrible in there. So I'm hoping I can dress that out. There it is. And I just noticed that hole recently, that square, very deliberately put there. And like I said, this parallel has got them also. Now, can anybody explain to me what that is? I talked about something that I was betting you've never even seen before. This is the roughing. This is step one for the MT3 taper. And from what I understand, just when I apply just light pressure and turn that, it may be argued that this one's not even needed, but I think we're going to need this one. You just don't want to take out too much. You want to take as little as possible. I got a point there. I can use a tap follower to keep that square. Actually, I have a what I need is a dead center or a live center to put in the chuck. Be able to hold that while I'm keeping it square while I'm reaming it. So it would be nice to have a dead center that fit that spindle bore on my lathe. And chuck, it's not chuck. Oh dear. Anyway, your plexiglass is in the mail. So I'm betting you've never even seen one of these before. There it is. Are you following it yet? Here's an MT2. Here's an MT3. And this is a number 13 Jarno. Dead center. 10 inches long. And it is 1.64, 1.63 down to 1.328. And then this is just 1 1/4, this tang down here. Is that frickin' awesome, huh? And that is the dead center that fits my spindle on the Pratt & Whitney 12 by 30 Model B. Is that freaking awesome or what? Hopefully the taper in my spindle is not too ate up, but I may have to cut a new taper in the spindle But I'll try that before. And then you got to think about ejecting this. You know, once you stick that in there, lock it in, you got to have something long enough to pop it out. In this case, we're talking about 30 inches, something 30 inches long to knock this thing back out. But it's locked. Alright guys, please like and subscribe, tell a buddy, bring a friend, and thank you so much for all the comments, and thank you to all the new subscribers. Hang in there with me. I'm going to get a better camera mountings, and I'm going to get some machining done. I love to watch the actual machining, close-up shots, and therefore I try to produce that in my videos, where you get a nice close view. I've been working on my little machinist jack a little bit. I don't know, it's not called knurling, but I've been working on it with a file or two. I obviously have a little more to go. I've been starting with this little triangle file, and then I can really plow through with this one. That edge there. And that is a number 2 Falcon tool, Swiss made. They're all Swiss made, aren't they?